Okay, recording. This is new series called the new series that I started. This is episode 3 already. Um, called the small but big details. Today we're gonna talk about liquidity, higher highs, lower high, and just liquidity sweep, just everything about that. So you know how the market kind of moves. As you can see, I have a cam over here, and I have a webcam over here. This cam I'm pointing at right now, I'm gonna film the drawings I took, what I make while filming this video, so you guys can see. While doing this, I am live at Twitch, so I'm doing multiple things at a time. Just because why not? Because why not? So I'll draw something HH higher high, but now I'm gonna show you guys. Is first I'm gonna draw a thing, write a lot some things down so you guys can see what I mean. What the hell is this? Why do I make a four? I just made two fours. I made 44. Lower, no. Okay, as you guys can see, there's a pen. Okay, so why is everything freezing? Okay, so we talk. Bro, why is it freezing? Why is every time I want to move, it's fucking freezing, bro? So as you can see, I'm talking about HH. HH higher high. LH lower high. LL lower low. HL higher low. Um, so what is that? I'm just first I'm gonna explain it. I'm gonna can like point this thing against myself. First I can explain a little bit. Um, how am I gonna explain this? So, okay, first I'm gonna tell you guys, explain it with my mouth. Then I'm gonna draw it so it makes it a little bit easier for you guys. Let's begin by higher high. Let's do some fucking lighting on so you can see that everything. Damn, doesn't really work, does it? Okay, let's just get some crazy ass kill there. Okay, let's begin by higher high. Is the first one. The higher high is if you have. I'm just gonna forget. Damn, this could work maybe if I do it like this. Let's show. I was like wanted to talk first, but that's not gonna fucking work. See if this high number one. So as you can see, we have this high number. Oh, this works pretty good. Not going to lie. So this high number one. So you have this and high. So you have one. So this is just one high it made. Then you have this one. This means higher high. So you have this one, number two. So you can see this one, the high number one, as you can see, that's just a high, as you can see above. You have high number two, that's a higher high. So it explains the word higher high. It's just a high that's higher than other high. It sounds logic. I don't know how I can say it even more logical than this. Like, oh, it's like a loose. No, I didn't take a loose today. Oh yeah. So I'm gonna show you a lower high. So this is let's show you a something another one that makes like So rooms, so I can draw it a little bit easier. So you have one high, number one. So as you can see, next to it, you have high number one, just like the other one, but I'm gonna show you. So this like this one high, same one as this one high. So as you can see over here, instead of making over like here a higher high, let's make maybe I can see. So instead of making a higher high, it made a lower high. So you have high number one and high number two. But the last high is lower than the first high, and that makes it a lower high. And that means most of the times it did not have enough buying power, to go further up, and that's why it got like down a little bit, and it made a lower high. And most of the times that just shows you it wants to go down. Let's go. Um, you have okay. We have this one, number one, number two. So let's draw number one, number two, and then lower high, lower low. It's three. Um, so low. It's one. So as you can see over here, you have a low, like this, but then the other side. So to the downside. This is low, and we're at number three now. So lower low. You can see it. So we're at this one. This is low, and we have number three. So this is lower low. Kind of need to scoop this away a little bit over here. Phone's really hot. But kind of hope it survives. So as you can see over here, it's the second low, and this is like to the downside. So these two are on the upside, and these two of this one is to the downside. So these ones are the ones in uptrend. This is the one to downtrend. Not expression, but just think like that. So it made a low. So it made a low, but then it made another low, so lower than the other low. So same as a high to the higher. This is a low and a lower. I mean, I hope you can understand what the fuck I mean. Um, and if number four is a higher low. I don't even know that's a thing. I kind of wrote it down. Let me let me think first, because it's a thing. It's you have a higher high, a lower low, and a higher low. Um, let me think how I can draw that. Oh yes, okay. I kind of understand why that. So just like the last time, you have a low, and it's number one. It's just a simple low. But then to make it, this is number four. As you can see over this number four, it's in higher low. To make it a higher low, you have this one over here. As you can see. I kind of need to look like this. Can you see? Yeah. So you have the first one, that's one low. Then you have the second one, just like this one, but it did not get lower than the other one. So it's not a lower low. This is a higher low because it did not get lower than the other one, but still a low. And eventually, it did not reach the other low. So it did not hit the liquidity. So that means it did not have enough selling power to go further down. So it wants to go up. And that's why it gets a higher low. So you have hope. It's the same thing as a lower high. It did not have enough power to go up to the other high. So it wants to go further down and then go maybe up and then hit the higher high. And the same thing can happen on the downside. So you have a lower low, it had enough power to go lower and then grab the lowest low, the last low. But at this one, it did not have enough power to grab the low, yeah, the last low, and it broke and went up again, making a higher low, showing it wants to go further up. My music stop again. Ah, god damn it! Now I need to go like here. Okay, so yeah, I'm back. It's kind of irritating that music says like, "Do you want to listen further?" Yeah, motherfucker, I want to listen further. How late is it already? At 16:34. Okay. So I hope you understand what a let's make it a little bit. So I hope you understand now what a higher high means, lower low, and a higher low. So this is number four. Um, Now let's begin. Let's just teach liquidity because you need to know these four things to understand how liquidity works. Yeah, I'm just gonna write down the entire word liquidity. You have like a word that's short. I don't know, like a shortcut of the word liquidity, and it's I can show you to understand what people mean by lick. So you have the entire word is liquidity, and you have like a shortcut from the word, and it's called lick. And sometimes it's sweeps a liquidity. I'm gonna teach you later, and then it's lick and a sweep at the end of it. But I'm gonna teach you later. Um, let's see. I'm gonna draw something, and I'm gonna teach you what are the liquidity of like yeah what liquidity is. Because if I'm telling you guys, it's not as simple to understand. So yeah, I'm gonna try. How can you sell 35%? Okay, it's kind of cool that I can just see how much percentage my phone is. Um, I'm gonna draw two things: upside, so uptrend and the downtrend. So let's first try uptrend. So as you can see over here, I draw a little uptrend. I know it's beautiful. You don't have to say it. A nice little uptrend. So as you can see, goes up, little retracement, goes up, little retracement, and does that multiple times. And that's how you can see it's an uptrend. And if there's those little legs down, then further goes up. So as you can see, mid and high, 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 and then a high, and then high, high, and it goes up. And if it makes like a high and high, high, and does it over and over and over again, it is an uptrend. So it makes it high and low, but the low gets destroyed and makes it a higher high. That's when you know if you like in liquidity, like in an uptrend. But I'm going to show you what's liquidity. So that's yeah, I can show you guys. every little, you see those little platforms are made by every low and high. That's what you call liquidity. And I'm gonna draw you down to make it a little bit easier. So liquidity. I think I'm gonna make a little picture that's like more zoomed in. Um, okay, let's make it a little bit tinier, because I'm not gonna reach it. Let's draw a box around this one to protect it and make it a little bit easier. Or let's first draw the downside. Liquidity. Downside goes a little bit harder than the upside. So it's just the same thing. It makes a low, a lower low, a lower low low, and goes on like that. And that's what you call a downtrend. And I think you already know what I'm going to do. I'm going to make platforms on every low or every liquidity there is. So as you can see, build those little platforms again, draw the little platforms again, show you what liquidity is. And I'm gonna like make a little zoomed in picture of my liquidity, what looks like on a lower time frame. So this is to the downside, it's up and down. This is literally how I learned trading myself. I just I can just show you guys. You can see I did the same thing. I'm just teaching. So this is what I did like 6 months ago, and I'm just teaching you guys. Um, shit, I need to do something. Shit, I need to do multiple things. That fuck. Probably gonna cut this video short. I'm gonna explain this and a little bit more. Then I'm gonna cut the video short. And I need to do some things, but I still let the live stream run. But I still need to do some things before my father gets home. And that's in a couple minutes already, I think. So as you can see, I draw a little trend, and this is like of candles. So you can see it went up, down, made a little low, and went up again. This is just like this one is liquidity. It's a low, it's liquidity. Same thing as same thing as this little high, followed by arrow, I say, and this is a high, and it's also liquidity. And what does the market want to do? This is I'm gonna explain like in one thing. The market, as you can see on this point as well, always wants to go hit the liquidity. Because at the liquidity, like banks and people have to stop losses. And if they hit it, that means they can fill a lot of orders. So because every order needs one sell. So say you order one lot needs to be sold. So for banks, if they want like sell thousands of lots of orders or buy, they need like the opposite too. So what do? They first want to hit like a liquidity, as I draw here, because some people stop loss are there. So that means if your stop loss is hit, means the opposite is done. So if you bought, means if it hits your stop loss, you sell, and you sell for loss, and that sell opens up you know, new slots for them to buy or sell. And that's why it always wants the liquidity. So you can kind of trade on liquidity. So that's what I wanted to do today's trade. Did not work. Was kind of like too focused on like everything with each other, and I was like a little bit too safe. Let's say it like that. And I hope you guys understand what I mean by this, like how liquidity works. And maybe I'm gonna like make a little bit better on like a different niveau. But level, I mean, niveau is like my fucking language. But I hope you guys understand this. But I kind of need to cut this short because I need to do some stuff, and it's outside. So yeah. So I'm gonna stop this recording. I cannot even. Why?